Guys, before we start this video, please subscribe the channel and watch this video till the end. So today we will talk about how to reduce fractions to lowest form or the simplest form. For reducing fractions to the lowest or simplest form, we find out the list of factors of numerator and denominator and then find out the highest common factor or the greatest common factor. Then we divide numerator as well as denominator by highest common factor or the greatest common factor. Hey guys, welcome to Mathvista. Today we will talk about fractions. How to reduce the fractions to the simplest form means when there is no common factor between numerator and denominator except one, that form is called the simplest form or the lowest form of the fraction. For example, let us solve some problems. Question number 1, 64 upon 128. So in first method, find out all the possible factors of 64 and 128 and then find out the highest common factor. So what are the factors of 64? It is 1, 2, 4, 8, 32, 16, and then 64. Now write down the factors of 128. Factors of 128 are 1, 2, 4, 32, 16, 8, and 64. Now what is the highest common factor here? What is the highest common factor here? So here the highest common factor between 64 and 128 is 64. So HCF is equal to 64. So now we divide numerator and denominator by the highest common factor, that is 64. So here we go. 64 divided by 64 and 128 divided by 64. So 64 divided by 64 we get 1 upon 128 divided by 64, we get 2. So the simplest form is 1 by 2, or the lowest form. So what we have learned, how to reduce fractions to lowest form. So I hope guys you have followed this. Let us take one more example. Now question number 2, we take 40 upon 125. So here we find out the list of factors. What is the list of factors of 40? What are the factors of 40? 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, one more I have forgotten, 8, then 20. And 40. And now we write down the factors of the 125, 1, 5, 25, and 125. Now guys, find out what is the highest common factor between 40 and 125. So here we see that the highest common factor is what? What is the highest common factor? It is 5 and no other factor is common. So here we go. HCF is 5. So now we divide the numerator and denominator by the highest common factor, that is 5. So 40 divided by 5 and 125 divided by 5. What do we get? 40 divided by 5, we get 8. And 125 divided by 5, we get 25. So your answer is 8 upon 25. This is the lowest form or simplest form. So let us take one more example. That is 50 upon 75. So what are the factors of 50? 1, 2, 5, 10, 25, and 50. Now, what are the factors of 75? It's 1, it's 3, it's 25, it's 5, 15, and 70. So guys, what is the common factor? What is the highest common factor? Yes, what is the highest common factor here? So here the highest common factor is again 25. So HCF is 25, and we divide numerator, we divide 50 by 25 and 75 by 25. So we get here 50 divided by 25 is 2, and 75 divided by 25 is 3. So answer is 2 by 3, which is the lowest form or the simplest form. So this is the first method of finding the list of common factors, and then finding the list of factors and then finding the common factors. That is the HCF, and then we divide the numerator and denominator by the highest common factor to get the simplest form of the fraction. So here method 2 is there, that is cancelling the common factors. So the same question here we take one more question number 5, that is, let it be 45 divided by 54. So what is the common factor here? If we go on dividing this, 45 divided, what is the highest common factor between 45 and 54? That is 9. So 5 nines are 45. So here we write the quotient 5. And we divide 54 by 9. What do we get? 9 into 6 is 54. So here we get 6. Now further, the factors cannot be cancelled, as the common factor between 5 and 6 is 1. So here we get the simplest form, 5 by 6. So this method is cancelling out the common factors. So one more question we take. (32 upon 64). So here, what is the common factor here? So 32 multiplied by 2, we get 64. So 32 ones are 32 and 32 twos are 64. So here we get 1 by 2 as the simplest form. Another question. (125) divided by 625. So we go on cancelling. 125 is divisible by 5. So we get here 25. So 625 divided by 5, what do we get? What do we get? It goes one time. It goes second time. 5 twos are 10. And then we are left with 20. So again, what is common? Can we divide 120? We cancelling the factors. 5 fives are 25. And what do we get? 125 divided by 5, we get 25. So again we can cancel. 5 ones are 5 and 25 divided by 5, we get 5. So what is the simplest form? That is 1 by 5. So this is the final answer. So guys, question number exercise for you. You can solve it and write in the comment box. (124) upon 108. Reduce it to the simplest form and write in the comment box. One more question. Let it be question 8 and question number 9. You will solve and you will find out the answer. (84) upon 124. So you solve it and write the answer in the comment box. So guys, the third method is so here we take the third method of reducing the fractions. That is, now this is question number 11. We have 60 upon 54. So here we find out the last questions like this. First we write the number in the numerator and then we write the number in the denominator. So here what we get, it is divisible by 2. So 30 into 2 is 60 and 54 divided by 2, that here we get 27. So now what is the common factor here which divides 30 and 27 is 3, that is 10, 3s are 30 and 9 3s are 27. So guys, here 10 and 9 are not further. There is no common factor between 10 and 9. So these are the last questions. So what is the simplest form? Here we get the first number in the numerator, that is 10, and second number in the denominator, that is 9. So the simplest form is 10 upon 9. So this is the third method. So you can solve the questions like this also. Let us take one more question. (48) upon 72. So we find out the questions. First we write the number in the numerator and then we write the number in the denominator. So what is the common factor here? What is the common factor here? 2. So we divide 48 by 2, we get 24. Here we write the question and we divide 72 by 2, we get 36. Again, what is common here? It's 2, 12 2s are 24 and 18 2s are 36. And now again we see that what is the common factor here? It is again 2. So we divide by the 2, we get the remainder as 6 2s are 12 and here we get 9 2s are 18. So now what is the common factor which will divide 6 and 9? That is 3. So what do we get? 2 3s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. So now between 2 and 3, no factor is common, so they can't be divided further. So the final quotients are 2 and 3. So what is the simplest form? 2 upon 3. So here, between numerator and denominator, no other factor is common except 1. So I hope guys you have understood the concept of reducing the fractions to the lowest form or the simplest form. If you have any queries, you can write in the comment box. I will definitely answer your queries. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you so much.